All right. Hopefully more will be coming on. But hi, Jane. Hi, Eunice. Hi, Jody. Um, I was concerned that this might be a meeting that maybe a lot of people wouldn't show up to because they thought that we were celebrating. So people in the United States are celebrating our Independence Day this long extended weekend. Actually, the 4th of July, and tomorrow is our official Independence Day. And I know the rest of the world knows that. So I was taking a gamble here that we'd have people on today. I felt obligated to do it because before last week, of course, we were at the View and the View from the Edge in Nashville, Tennessee. And I didn't want to go 3 full weeks before having my next one. So at any rate, thank you for that are here for coming. Maybe some more will come on as we go here. We're going to do a couple things here today. We're going to I'm going to hybridize this a little bit, and depending on who comes in, as far as what I'm going to train on. But I'll start out by talking about the View from the Edge. It was a wonderful experience. Wonderful experience. We were in Nashville last week. Got there on Thursday and left and came back home on Monday. We had training by Mark Aceta. He did 15 skits, and each skit had a message behind them. And as he said, when you train somebody at a convention and all you do is talk and train, you only retain about 8% of that. But if you turn it into an experience like a skit, then you retain a lot more of it, 30-40% of it over time. So at any rate, that's what he did. He had some phenomenal, and like he in one of them he was Sherlock Holmes, another one he was Sigmund Freud, another one he was Mr. Rogers. And each one of them, like I said, kind of taught a lesson. The one I'm going to just talk about one now, because we have a Super Saturday coming up this Saturday, and there's going to be a lot of talk about that there. So but I wanted to hit this one. There was one, and let me paint you the picture. We were all sitting in this amphitheater, in this beautiful amphitheater, and it was pitch black. The lights were all down, and all of a sudden we heard beep, 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 and the curtain went up, and it was Mark Aceta's playing the character. He was in a hospital bed, and there was a nurse standing next to him checking his pulse. And the whole time he's talking, this is beep, beep, beep is going by. And he said he looked into the camera because he was on stage, but there was cameras there too, and so we could see it from either the stage or through cameras, and depending where we sat. And he said, "I've just been told I have 2 weeks to 2 months left to live." He says, thinking about all the things that I want to do in my life that I have not done. All the people in my life that I had wanted to do more things with, that I'm not going to be able to do them with. All the people that I wanted to make amends to, all the people I wanted to thank, all the people that I wanted to just spend more time with. And now I can't do that. And really, I'm 68 years old. It hit home. We're sliding through life. We're saying that we want to make more money so that we can spend more, we can have more fun with our family and stuff like that. But you don't want to get to the point in life where you're sitting there and going, "Oh my God, I just wasted so much of my life." Okay. I took too many breaks when I should have been doing stuff. I should have been focused when I wasn't focused. I should have done all these things so that I could spend more time with my family, my friends, and I could have treated them to things. And for somebody my age, it hit pretty hard. and he did this for about 20 minutes, all these kind of questions about, what if, I wish I had done some things different. I wish I could change things. I wish I could apologize to people that maybe I didn't treat as well as I should have, or I didn't spend as much time with as I should have. And then finally he said, I'm getting tired. And he closed his eyes, and you heard beep, 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 beep. And in the skid, he died. And you could hear a pin drop in that whole theater. Not because, obviously we knew he didn't die because it was just a skit, but I think each one of us died a little ourselves during that skit. And we were sitting there thinking about the regrets we would have. And to me, that was the one that really hit home, about the fact that, we're trying to build something. And what are we doing here? What are we doing with this business? We are trying to create a legacy, trying to create something where we can spend more time and do more things with our friends, with our family, that we can maybe help our children have a better life than we had, or it's going to have a better future than maybe we had. That we're going to be able to create that legacy and carry it on to maybe our grandchildren, and maybe even further along than that. Okay. So again, this business we have is just an incredible opportunity. From the view from the edge, we were there, we saw some a couple new product lines that unfortunately aren't available yet for Africa, but there's a new line called NV Products that we're going to be talking about on the Super Saturday, this coming Saturday. We had a new program, digital product that was basically going to help you if you're using our products to lose weight. This is going to be a digital product that when you can kind of similar to what Weight Watchers and those do. If you need to have support, you're going to be able to reach in and have support. You're going to have people that are going to help you set goals, help you maintain your goals, be your cheerleaders. So that's another program that's coming that's going to enhance what we do. But we got to listen to Mark through those 15 skits. We got to listen to many of the leaders give us some training and background on how they came up through. And it's amazing how many of the people that are our top leaders that make the most money came from the least. They had the least future of anybody you might think of. They were really kind of down in the dumps, bottom of the barrel type of sitting there thinking my life is never going to amount to anything. And they found network marketing, they found our company, and they saw that they had a way out, almost like a drug addict, bouncing, reaching bottom and then coming out of it and getting a life again. And many of these people who were destitute and desperate and had the world going against them, and they saw the opportunity that we provide, and they grabbed it with both hands, like in a death grip, because they knew this was probably the only chance they were going to have. And they went out and they exceeded so incredibly. People with 50,000, 60,000, 80,000, 120,000 people on their team now, and they just work so hard to do this. And so that's what the view was from and it was through the 15 skits, and everything wasn't as serious as that one. There were a lot of fun ones. There was Sigmund Freud. He interviewed Snow White, and then after he interviewed Snow White, they brought in the 7 dwarves, which the 7 dwarves was the 7 top leaders we have in our company, all dressed up as dwarves. And it was a fun skit, but it got you across the fact that many of the people that you work with, it's like working with children. You have to oversee them. You have to let them know what the limits are as far as what they can do and can't do. You have to encourage them, but at the same time, keep them under control, so that they don't hurt the company or hurt or misrepresent the company or hurt any of the other members of the team. So again, there was a lot of fun things, some serious. They did stuff like he had one of them was he was a miner, a gold miner, and it talked about how much dirt you have to go through to find that nugget. Just like we have to go through a lot of affiliates to find those rare affiliates that are going to take this thing and just run to the moon with it. So it was really, really good that way. So at any rate, that's what I want to tell you about the view from the edge right now. We're going to be talking more about it, as I said, on the Super Saturday, and we'll have actually the lady who's in charge of the new NV products will be explaining those. And we're also going to, at the Super Saturday, we're also going to have somebody teaching you on how to sell our products at different venues where you're a vendor, and how to go about doing that, how to present it, how to set it up, how to search for other places to be a vendor. So going to be a lot of stuff coming up this coming Saturday on the Super Saturday. So that's kind of what I want to talk about there. I'm knowing that today was going to be relatively, I thought it was going to be relatively light viewership, because again, here in the United States, it is the Independence Day weekend. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, which is our Independence Day. So if you look in the meeting chat, you're going to see that there's a link there, and Jody's placing it in several different places. If you can, that's the link to Pocket Options, which is what Asia, or we call her Z, is going to talk about at the top of the hour. She's going to come on at 3 p.m. our time, which will be let's see, 10 p.m. in Kenya. You can do the math everywhere else. She's going to, so you're going to want to download that, so you'll have Pocket Options, so you can follow along with her. What she's going to do today is, let me just mute that. What she's going to do today is we had somebody a couple weeks ago say, we would be able to believe in this a lot more if we actually saw something done live that we could follow along with. So, it's one thing for you to say, hey, we did this trade and we made this much money. It's a whole different thing if we're doing a live trade and people can watch, whether they watch it on the Pocket Options or whether they watch it on some program they have, so they can see in real live time what she did, see that that's actually what happened in the market, and so now you believe it. Okay, so again, we're not afraid to show anything, because we know this is a legitimate company, and we're glad to prove it. So again, that's what she's going to do today. So between now and the time she comes on at the top of the hour, if you can download the link we're posting, so you'll have the information right there in front of you. If you have another way of following what she's doing, then use that. We don't have a problem with that. So that's that. What I'm going to again, because I knew today would be kind of a light duty as far as the amount of people coming on, I did things a little bit differently. I do want to talk just for a moment about, by the way, you're seeing me in a new background. I'm down right now in North Carolina in the United States, spending some time with my two daughters that have lived down here. So we came down for the holiday weekend. We're going to head back on the 5th. But so I'm in one of our friend's house doing this, so you can see it's a totally different background. But I want to go over the fact that today I knew today was going to be light because of the holiday. But this here, why I do this is, especially the first few minutes that I'm not doing it that way today, but those first 20 minutes I usually spend talking about how to connect your team up with support groups that we have, get access to the information, everything that they need to be successful. So you as leaders, what you need at all costs, you need to get as many of your people, especially your new people, onto this call each week, so that we can set them up, we can give them the support. Because if we don't, if they join now, if they say they join for free, there's going to be no, if they don't see that we have a network and a support group, there's a good chance they're never going to do anything more than that. Okay. Or if they join and they took the gamble and they buy an executive pack right off the bat and they're ready to go. And still, they wake up the next morning and they are, they're saying, oh, what did I do? I don't know anything about this business. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And unless we give them immediately within the first few days a course that shows them that there is support groups, that there is training, that there is opportunity presentations that are done for them. If they don't see that, then they feel scared. They feel a little negative about what's going on. And at that point in time, all they've got to do is run into one negative, what we call a negative Nelly, one person who just says, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. Oh, they're taking advantage of you, yada, 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 yada. And they're gone. Okay. So we have to build this system that we've already built it. We have to introduce them to the system that lets them know that there is a support team, that there is a family that's going to be there to help them all along the way. We help them get trained so that they feel more comfortable about our products. We show them where to go to find that information. And, it's just so much different. If you owned a business and you hired somebody to work in your business and you just sent them out and just took, like in my tire store, if I hired somebody and he had no background in the tire business, and I took him out and stuck him behind a tire changer and I walked away and said, go for it. I mean, it's a good chance he's going to walk in a few minutes, he's going to quit because he doesn't know what to do, right? But that's not what we do. We introduce them to all of our team when they come in, and then we take them, and I always set them with a mentor. We kind of quiz them to see what they know or what they don't know, and then we have our mentors work with them for the first several weeks, check their work afterwards to make sure it's going out correctly before the customer gets it. So they know that they are being trained. They know that they've got somebody to help them if they need help. They know that they don't have to worry if they're really conscientious employees. They don't have to worry about the fact that, okay, I hope I did everything right because we're letting that car go. They know that some mentor, somebody who already knows what they do, or how they do and what they do, wanders around the car and makes sure everything is correct. So when the car leaves, it's in good shape. So that's, again, what we're doing here as affiliates. We are trying to make sure that everybody starts on a good, strong footing. So it's so important that on Thursdays, you invite your people to see our opportunity presentation for the FFX if you want. Okay. On Mondays, the new people that join, get them on this call so we can explain to them everything they need to basically get a good start and feel comfortable about what they're doing, feel positive about the people they're with. So when they do run into that negative person, who says, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. No, it's not. I've already talked to these people. They're giving me support. They're training me. We have incredible products. They start defending the company rather than listening to this negative person. And who knows, that negative person may say, well, tell me more. Tell me more. So again, so important that we do this in this way. So please, please, please invite your people. And then for those of you, I see Kennedy on here, people that are working with the AkashX, right after this, at 3 o'clock, Asia is going to come on. I'm paying Asia to come on every single Monday for the foreseeable future and give some training on the AkashX. And I've gotten some great responses back from people saying how much they enjoy that. So, and again, let me get Stephen back in here. He fell out. Okay. So again, that's what we're trying to do. And I do these, people tell me they love the fact that I do these in a consistent manner, but it's hard sometimes to be up here and do this every week, and look at the same people on the screen. It's hard for me to take the time to do the training and explain how to do everything when I know that everybody that's on here our people have seen me do it a dozen times. It's hard for me to get, keep that energy up. So again, bring your people on. Let me help you. Let me help you grow your teams. Let me help you. And then once we get things rolling here and we get 50, 60, 100, 200 people on here, then I can invite the owner of the company. I can invite some of our top leaders to come and visit, like I have done in the past. And then it'll behoove me to come back to Africa and help you live. So again, that's just what I want to point out today. The coming up, besides, we just had the view from the edge. We got the Super Saturday coming up this coming Saturday, and there's already posters out on that. They're going to be there. You're going to hear some testimonials about what people got from the edge. You're going to be listening to Yolanda, who's going to be talking about the NV products, which is a new product line. You're going to be listening to Karina, who's going to be training on finding and working events as a vendor. Then, and this is where I want you African people African leaders to really think about. Coming up in October 26th through the 29th, we're going to have our next international convention in Miami Beach, Florida, in the United States. Okay. And so you guys need to be planning for that now. You need to be building your teams for now. I'll tell you, no one has ever gone to an international convention for My Daily Choice and wish they hadn't gone. They'll always wish they had brought more people with them. Now, I understand with the African markets, there's always seems to be a problem with visas, but I think the problem is, from what I've been told from Stephen Kavilu, is that you guys are trying to get your visas on your own. If you start working with Stephen and start working together so that as a group, we can have the company try to get you your visas, I think that's going to work better. So let's make sure that the reason that people can't get to Miami is not the lack of a visa. Okay. And then let's spend the next 4 months. We got 4 months. Let's build the teams. Let's make as much money for you and your leaders as possible, so you can bring as many people as you can to the convention. I can't wait to look out in the crowd and see, several hundred people from Africa, and I can look at the corporate guys and say, "See, I told you." So at any rate, that's coming up. A couple of other little things before we go a little further is I want to speak about commissions. We are right now, we've been working, Stephen has been working like crazy. Derek has been working like crazy. Another guy named David Lloyd has, myself and Chris Robinson, and we're trying desperately to get it so you're going to get your commissions paid through your mobile wallet. I think we're close. I think we're very, very close. I know we talked about this a while back when we were able to get so you could pay for your product with M-Pesa or other mobile wallets, that we had the thing all set, but it took more to get the commissions because we had to find a way to verify who everybody was. Okay, we didn't want to send money and basically send it to we didn't want to send money and say we're sending it to Sue, think we got the right phone number, the right mobile wallet, and then Sue call us up and say, "Hey, where's my commissions?" We find out they went somewhere else. There's no way to get them back. So we're trying to fix this. We have a verification process. I think it's just about finished. And then very soon, it's going to be very, very easy to send out commissions. So bear with us a little bit there. We've come a long way on everything we're doing over the last few months, and we're almost there. And when we are there, I think it's going to be not only Kenya, but it's going to also be true for Uganda and Tanzania. So keep that in mind. Once again, I want to remind everybody, if you just came on, try to download the link that's in the chat, so that if you stay for the next part of this with Asia and we do the live trade for CashX, you'll be able to follow along. So please do that. The next thing I'm going to do here is, a lot of times we have some great videos in our company, but sometimes we just and they're easily accessible to people, but sometimes people just don't see them or don't take the time to watch them. I've showed you a High Life Travel thing a while back with what's his name? But anyway, I've shown you one recently. I'm going to show you another one today. This one is by Jefferson Santos. And Jefferson, I want you to listen carefully. I want you to have paper and pen to listen to what he has to say, because Jefferson is a 10-figure earner in the travel industry. 10-figure, okay? That means he's made over $10 million. Okay. He's had teams as large as 2.2 million affiliates and customers. Okay, this guy is an incredible leader. He was with a company that basically during the pandemic got hurt really bad, because all it did was travel. It didn't have all the different companies like we have. And so he read the writing on the wall, and he's joined My Daily Choice. Okay. So he has left a company where he was making 10 figures and 2.2 million people, and he's bringing a ton of them over with him, and he's joined My Daily Choice. So if somebody is making that kind of money, sees the value in our company, and realizes that he needs to leave the company he's in because it's struggling, because it's just got one brand, and sees what we have, maybe that's what everybody should do. I mean, I'm going to listen to a guy that made over $10 million. So anyway, I'm going to show you his video. I share my screen. And again, I'm working off a laptop today, so bear with me. So listen to this gentleman.
Figure entrepreneur, best-selling author. Glad that you're with us here this morning in the U.S. I know we got some people in the Netherlands and different parts of the world. It's already afternoon there, maybe even super late night in Asia. And so here's what I'm going to do here over the next probably like 20 minutes. I want to make sure it's time well spent for you, because I know that there's lots of things that we all could be doing, and you decided to jump on here with us to hear some information, right? So I don't know what your friend told you. I don't know if they talked about making some extra money online, travel. I don't really know, but I want to make sure that I want to deliver the goods. All right. So just quick backstory on myself. Jefferson Santos, Dallas, Texas area. And I've been an entrepreneur now for 26 years. I struggled for my first 9 years. Matter of fact, I played, prior to that, I was playing college football at the Naval Academy, also played college football at TCU, Texas Christian University. So my background's always been around teamwork. And when I was 20 years old, I met a mentor of mine who was 28, and he was already making multiple millions of dollars. And I said, man, how did you do that? Like, tell me how. He told me to read a couple of books, and you've probably heard of these books before, especially if you're in business. The first one was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Like, that is like just an amazing book. The second book was called How to Win Friends and Influence People, because people don't give money to jerks, right? And so those are the two books that those are the first two books I really read from cover to cover, because, truth be told, in school, I never read like all the books, you know what I'm saying? And most people after high school or college, they kind of stop reading, right? But this had to do with making money, because, my mother was raising my sister and I. She had 3 jobs. And I just didn't want to be in that situation ever again. And so when I read those 2 books, I realized, listen to this, that wealth building is a team sport. And how many of us are trying to get ahead in life by ourselves? I've literally flown to dozens and dozens of countries, whether it's US or it's Europe or Asia or Australia or Africa, wherever. And 80 to 90% of the people that I meet and I talk to are not satisfied with their career choice. They're doing it because it paid the bills yesterday, last week, last month, and last year, but they don't know how to transition out. They don't know what to do. So what I'm going to be talking about over the next 20 minutes is a way that you can make money online. Okay. And by the way, it doesn't cost anything to get started with us, just so you know. Okay. But there are some things that you want to take advantage of that I'll kind of unfold here over the next few minutes. I just want to put that to bed. All right. But this kind of a vehicle that I'm about to show you has got me from being negative $1,100 in my bank account and $70,000 in debt when I was starting as an entrepreneur. Okay. To now making multiple 7 figures, now 8 figures in this type of industry. All right. So if you guys want to hear about it, hit me up in the chat. Say yes. Give me a fire emoji. Just do something in there real quick while I pull up the slides, and then we'll get rocking on this thing. All right. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So The name of the concept is High Life Travel. Now, here's the thing. High Life Travel is one of 10 brands of My Daily Choice. MDC is a company out of Vegas, 8 years old, debt-free, just growing like crazy. And they're a house of brands. And specifically today, I'm talking about High Life Travel because I was blessed enough to make 8 figures in the travel industry, selling a travel membership. However, travel memberships are dead. The pandemic has changed a lot of things. Even prior to that, the landscape was changing. And what's happening is a lot of companies have tried to kind of do a travel membership thing, and it's kind of too late, dollar short. It's changed. The landscape has changed, but we've got a way, because everybody still wants to get wholesale rates on their travel, right? But they don't want to have to pay a monthly fee for it. So we've got a solution to that. All right. So as far as an opportunity is concerned and all of that, so travel's a $9 trillion industry. And it's a massive industry. It's the largest industry in the world. And there's 1.1 billion trips taken every day just in the US alone. Just in the US. I mean, just you add it all up everywhere else, it's just phenomenal, right? And 73% of the total revenue will be generated through online sales by 2026. This is the travel industry we're talking about. So this is big. All right. And so we've heard of these players before. I know some of you that are in different countries go by maybe a different travel legend, but these companies usually own those travel legends, right? But the crazy thing is we kind of think we have a choice when it comes to saving money on travel, but really Expedia versus Priceline they're the ones that own pretty much all the booking engines on the internet as far as just direct to consumer. All right. But what if you had a choice? So what's happening right now, and it's been happening, is all the major booking engines have an agreement called rate parity. They can't really undercut each other. They have to stay around the same price-ish, okay? However, High Life Travel is a private closed booking engine, all right? I'm about to show you how you can save all that money and get access to that, all right? So High Life Travel has created the very first of its kind prepaid travel savings concept. Okay, prepaid travel savings. You're not prepaying travel, prepaid travel savings, and I'll get into that here. All right. Now, this platform that we're on has saved the consumers over $100 million already on their hotels and resorts and cruises and weekly stays. All right. And so that's where we're the most competitive. If you're taking notes right now, it's hotels, it's resorts, it's weekly stays and cruises. That's where we're competitive. There is no such thing as really a discount on flights and rent a cars. There's just no margin there. All right. And the cool thing about this prepaid travel savings is it never expires. You can use it whenever you want. All right. So this platform, 800,000 group trips a year. Okay. Now, obviously on your screen, it says 800,000 hotels as well. It's around that. It's probably a little bit more than that now. Right. But also this platform that does 300,000 weddings a year. Okay, that's how big this platform is, and it's got a lot of volume, and a lot of volume means a lot of discounts. All right, so let's just cut to the chase here. Really simple concept. Here's the thing. Let's say you want to go to Vegas, right? You want to stay at the Paris. You check it out. Now you see on the top right-hand corner it says public price. That is scraped. That's an API scrape from Expedia. Okay, and hotels.com and these kind of companies are around that same rate, $433 at the time of this screenshot here, right? And then the savings per night, we're going to buy that down. That's going to come out of your travel savings account, okay, that you prepaid for. 183, we're buying it down. So now you only pay 249. Okay. And if you go to the left of your screen, it said if you stayed there for 3 nights, you're going to save 551. All right, I got several examples here you're going to see. All right, here's another one in Orlando. Orlando's a very popular place. People like to go to Disney and stuff, right? Universal Studios. So public price $248. That's scraped right from the internet. You would see that on tons of sites that you shop for. Okay, and then we buy it down. Comes out of your travel savings account, $130. So you're only paying $117 a night. You stay in there for 3 nights, you're at $391. Okay, here's another one. Let's bounce over to Hawaii. All right. $569 for the public price. We're buying it down to $395 you're only paying. So if you stay there for 3 nights, you're saving $522. So here's the thing. You're losing money right now because you're not doing this kind of a concept. Either you're just paying retail, or maybe you could be paying for some travel membership you don't use all the time. So you're just throwing money out the window. But here you can prepay your travel savings and it never expires. You can use it whenever you want. All right, here's another one for this is me and my wife's. All right, people have asked, my wife and I, we've been on 200 plus trips around the world. People ask us our favorite place. It's a tie between like a Bora Bora type thing, right? But Italy is the top. Okay, we love the Amalfi Coast. We love the food. It's the whole thing, right? And so public price $14.15 a night. Buy it down to $11.74 a night. You're staying there for 4 nights. Look, you're saving almost $1,000. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, let's jump over to Raffles in Singapore. Okay, you're saving a little over $800 on this hotel stay right here. So once again, if you go to any other site that is not a private site, you're just gonna pay a lot more. Okay, one more here. Check this out. In Cancun, all-inclusive resort. Okay, you're only paying $572 a night. So if you stay there for 4 nights, you're saving almost $1,000. Listen, you can use this for business trips. You can use it for weekend getaways. Okay, you can use it for family reunions, holiday getaways, whatever, right? And so that is the concept. It's really, really simple. Okay. And so cruises, we can buy those down as well. Sometimes you get Shipboard credit. You're going to save money there, and also weekly stays. Now, also with our booking engine, we're going to give you access to flights, which once again, there's no such thing as a discounted flight. However, super competitive, and it's going to find the lowest rates for you. Now, I know some of you might not mind stopping 2 or 3 times, but it's going to show the nonstop and then the 1 stop and the 2 stop and all of that, which is really nice. And also obviously the rent a car as well. Also, too, is we have a select savings portal, a second portal that you have access to with local deals wherever you're traveling to, food, we all like to eat, right? But also, this is really cool. Like, I love to take my boys to car races and movies, right? Megan and I love to take the kids to have fun. Amusement parks, theme parks, movies, even more restaurants, concerts, schedules, all these things, preferred access. You have access to all those types of things when you buy any one of the prepaid packages. Okay, once again, you do not have to pay monthly for any of this. Okay, it's all baked in to this prepaid travel block of travel. But once you do that, you have access to the portal, and it once again never expires. All right, so the best deal is this: $799 for $10,000 in travel savings. So here's the thing you want to ask yourself: are you going to travel in the next 6 to 12 months? Yeah, probably, right? And so you want to get the most bang for the buck. That's like almost 8 cents for every dollar. So wouldn't you rather, pay 8 cents and get $1 back, or pay, $8 and get $100 back? Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, that's the best deal right there. Okay, the next one is $7,000 in travel for only $599. And once again, it never expires. Your $7,000 sits there whenever you want to use it. You can draw down on it to buy it down to net rates. It's pretty cool. All right. And then we have $4,000 in savings for only $399. So once again, choose what's best for you there. And I want to shift gears here for a second. And how many of us know people that would love to save money on travel, that would love to maybe make some extra money? I mean, right now, you guys know this. I don't have to preach to the choir. Inflation's through the roof, over 9%. Gas prices are through the roof, and we do have a solution for that in our House of Brands. We have a whole fuel treatment liquid. It's just amazing. I can't get into that today. I'm talking about travel, but hey, we all travel on road trips, right? You can save money there. But everybody wants to make some extra money if they knew what to do, right? And so here's a way to do that really, really simple. My Daily Choice is the parent company, and it's a way that you can become an affiliate with us and be a part of the House of Brands. So High Life Travel is what I'm talking about now, but you have access to the other brands that we have to earn income on that. And we drop ship physical products anywhere, not anywhere, probably about 20 countries around the world. And then the travel is available in every country around the world digitally. So if you're watching this internationally and our products are not available, or one of our brands' products is not available in your country, it's okay. High Life Travel is, right? And also Akashics, which is our crypto trading brand and our training. So, but let's talk about this company here, MDC, and becoming an affiliate with us. Over $500 million in sales now, because that's kind of an outdated slide there for a few months. 800,000 customers, 300,000 affiliates. Won the Bravo Award a few years ago as the fastest growing direct sales company in the world, which is pretty cool. But there's 2 ways to join: either make money or save money. So it's free to become an affiliate, okay? But here's my recommendation: if you want to maximize your customer commissions at 50%, okay, and you want to maximize your Jumpstart commissions at 50%, then I recommend starting at a 90-point purchase. which any one of those prepaid travel packages, you do that. But if you do the $7.99 one, the Grand Poobah, I highly recommend that. You're executive for the entire year. Not to worry about you're being qualified as executive and you're active too for a whole year. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Now let's talk about earning some income here because, once again, this is totally optional part, but it's free to join. But let's talk about this for a second. Customer acquisition bonuses. A lot of companies I've seen, they don't pay 50%. My Daily Choice does. All right. So when you sell any kind of package, any of the other brands that are purchased from your website, okay, you're earning 50% customer commissions right off the bat. And one thing I love about what they've done here is their technology. It's very Shopify-ish, very Amazonish, super simple to shop on here. And it just makes things a lot easier. Jumpstart bonuses. These are like when you bring on a new affiliate, they make an initial purchase. You're starting off, especially as an executive, 50% right off the bat. But we also pay multiple levels of jump starts, which is kind of unheard of as well, to really get you off to a fast start for you business people out there. Also, rank bonuses. As you achieve these ranks, you're in these one-time rank bonuses all the way up to master affiliate, which is a $500,000 rank bonus one time, which is pretty cool. And then we also have binary commissions. Those of you that have been in the industry before, the most binaries max out at about 150,000 a month. This one maxes out at 2 million a month. That is potential though. There's no guarantees of income here. You get out of it what you put into it. But conceivably, you could have an organization at some point, you could be earning $2 million a month in the binary. Okay. And that is just, it's just phenomenal how that works there. Check matching. One of the things that's important for us is we're not interested in just, you signing up and saying, hey, good luck. We want to help you become successful. And so one of the things they've added to the compensation plan is a check matching bonus. And it doesn't come out of your check, okay, or your people's check. So as long as you help your people become successful and then they're earning a binary check, you're earning a check match on their check. So if they're successful, you're successful, okay? If you're successful, we're successful. And that's what's powerful about that check matching as well. We've got a global bonus pool for you people that love to recruit or that want to get in and dip into 2% of the total company business volume for every 4 affiliates you enroll that make a 40 BV purchase, or they could be 4 customers. Then you're going to get 1 share of the global bonus pool, which is super cool. We have a live leaderboard on there. Everybody can get bragging rights, all that kind of stuff. And then we also have monthly rank bonuses. So if you maintain a rank, you get this bonus every single month. Okay, so look at this like a car bonus or a house bonus or a jet ski bonus or a souped up golf cart bonus, whatever, right? So that's pretty cool. And we also have customer mastery bonuses. This is for those of you that, let's say you're building a huge team around the world and you have a lot of people, a lot of affiliates on your team that are gathering a lot of customers, but you're not really, selling a lot of customers, but they are. Guess what? Well, based on your customer only volume in your entire affiliate organization, you're going to earn extra monthly bonuses on top of what you're already earning, which is really, really nice there. All right. So as I wrap up here, I think it's really important to understand that the right tools and systems are super key when you're building an online business. And so we've got a High Life travel marketing system. We've got funnels for all kinds of products, landing page. We got videos like you're watching right now, this live webinar, and we have follow-up emails to help your prospect understand the value of saving money on travel and upgrading to a prepaid package and all that kind of stuff. So it's a done for you marketing system that a lot of companies will charge $19 to $39 a month just for that. And this is included and baked in when you join us as an affiliate. And one last thing that's really hitting the world by storm is our travel savings card program. There's a lot of people that want to sample the travel, right? And so what you can do is you can get on an auto ship if you want and buy 20 cards a month. And this is commissionable. So think about this for you business people out there that you're getting your brain wrapped around this. Imagine you've got an affiliate organization worldwide, okay? It's rocking and rolling. It's all digital. People are buying the travel, prepaid travel packages. And then the affiliates in your organization are buying 20 cards a month or whatever, more cards a month. And they're passing these out to people. That's $100 in travel savings. They digitally send it to them. Right now it's email, but here in a couple of weeks, it'll be, WhatsApp, text, whatever. And they redeem that travel savings. They can start trying travel. And guess what? $100 really isn't a lot. They're going to want to upgrade. And so what's crazy is a pop-up window pops up and that says, hey, if you if you upgrade your prepaid travel savings, you could save $478 on this hotel stay. Like it's kind of like an automatic upgrade machine. So that's really powerful. And those digital travel savings cards are commissionable on the affiliates in your organization that are purchasing those on a weekly and monthly basis. Really, really powerful. So once again, here's the concept: buy your purchase your travel cards. Okay, this is marketing. I'm talking about marketing here. Okay, send them out email. Okay, all you need is their email. You can send them to them. Okay, now you know what? If they don't redeem it in, let's say, a week, you can take it back. Okay, if they don't want to try it out, hey, take it back from them, right? And then we've got emails to follow up with them and all that kind of stuff. So it's just, the systems here are phenomenal, and the timing is perfect. So once again, guys, travel memberships are dead. You know, people don't want to pay for something they don't use every month, right? And what's happening, and what I found, because I made 8 figures selling a travel membership for 15 years, is retention is not high, obviously, if they don't travel. And so we've got a great way to do that with prepaid travel. And so, guys, travel is growing like really, really fast. It kind of took a backseat during the pandemic, but it is snapping back and launching like crazy. And so from a business or a surfer type standpoint, you want to get ahead of the wave. You want to take advantage of what's happening right now, but also the other brands inside the house of brands too, right? So just to review, okay, become an affiliate. It's free. Highly recommend you make a 90-point purchase or more to lock in that executive. Okay, if you do the larger package at $7.99, you lock in that executive and you're active for a whole year at executive, which is really nice. And then here's your other options as well. All right, so in wrapping up here, guys, you're probably one of 3 mindsets: A, B, or C. A, you can't wait for me to shut up so you can sign up. Text the person that got you on this webinar right now and say, hey, listen, I'm an A, get me in right now, because there is a timing situation going on and you want to get your spot before somebody else does. If you're a B, that means you want to do it. You just got to figure out what package you want. So text the person back right now and say, hey, I'm a B minus, I'm a B plus. I got a couple questions, no problem. Okay, let them know right now. If you're a C, that means thanks, but no thanks. It's not really for me, no problem. But here's the thing. If you think you're a C because you're really a B that's got to figure out the money or figure out your package, just let them know you're a B. All right. And so with that said, I appreciate each and every one of you for hopping on this High Life Travel webinar today. And with that said, just let the person know if the shoe is on the other foot. Okay, wouldn't you want to know what they want to do, right? And so what if all this did was make you an extra $500 a month? Would that be worth it? What if all this would make you an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month? Would that change your situation? For a lot of people, it would. And if you're doing fine financially, that's cool. But we all want to save money, right? But we all know people that need not a hand up, not a handout, but a hand up, right? An opportunity to jump into with you to make some extra residual income. So with that said, my name is Jefferson Santos. Appreciate you jumping on the webinar today, and let's rock and roll and get back with the person that got you on this webinar and let them know if you're an A, B, or C. Take care, and we'll see you on the next trip.
Okay. So again, we have, you saw Aaron's video we showed out a few weeks ago, and now you've seen Jefferson. And again, with Jefferson, you got a guy who's made over $10 million in the travel industry. I think he probably knows what he's talking about. And for him to leave what he had to come to us tells you that just gives you an idea what's happening with MDC. We're seeing it every day. Leaders from other companies, especially in Africa, guys, because let's face it, during the pandemic, a lot of companies either pulled out of Africa or closed their doors for whatever reason, and left all these leaders looking for a new home. And if you've been on with us for very long, you know that number one, we've got great products. Number two, we got great leadership. Number three, we got a company that stands behind us in everything we do. And and you're in it basically at the beginning. Now, in Africa, by being in it, wherever we are in the world, when we first get there, the first people to get into a business like this are going to have to handle some of the challenges. There'll always be some challenges and things that can be a pain in the butt. But because you're the first ones in, you have to pay your dues like that. But the great thing about it, as the momentum starts to grow, as it starts to build, as it starts to explode, you are the recipients of all that. So keep that in mind, and again, get in your back office, look at all the videos, look at all the trainings there are, and share them with your team. Get them on my Monday with Dale call. Get them to the Thursday call with me and Chris Bailey, so we can do the opportunity presentation for FFX. Come on Mondays right after the Monday with Dale call and learn from Asia on how to do the Cash X. Then if you want to know more about the High Life Travel, you know, there's plenty of videos in there like the one I just showed that tells you about that. Those are the 3 predominant products we have right now in Africa. They're also our 3 fastest growing products around the world. And eventually, as soon as we show the volume in each of the countries I'm working on in Africa, as soon as we see the volume start to spike, then I can go back to the company and I can ask for additional products. So they just want to see that we're serious, that we're ready to rock and roll, and then they'll let us have more. So that's that. It's coming up.